day 8 of Vlogmas. Today we're going to do what's on our iPhone videos, and it's the What's on My iPhone Father-Daughter Christmas Edition. We're going to talk about what's on my phone and what's on Sayla's phone.
So let's get started. My phone.
It's an iPhone 5S.
iPhone 5S. It's really old. My grandma gave it to me as a present because my other one broke.
It didn't break. Something else happened to it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the house threw it away and didn't tell us that happened.
But she was really nice because one of her friends at work had this old phone sitting
Mr. Jim.
on his desk, and he heard about it, so he mailed this to me one day and was like, so excited.
Yeah, and it's a mint condition iPhone 5S. I mean,
it's so small.
It looks brand new.
It's not. It's very old.
But the only bad thing about it is it doesn't run the latest iOS, so it doesn't have the latest everything on it, and sometimes it can be hard to put apps on it. But so far, it's working fine. And Sayla doesn't have
like TikTok or.
Sayla doesn't have definitely no TikTok.
No.
She doesn't have service on it. She only uses Wi-Fi, and so she can only use it at home and anywhere that that will allow her to have Wi-Fi. So my phone is an iPhone 11 Pro. It's not the Max, even though I wanted the Max. But it was so expensive. I didn't want to pay for it, and I wish I would have now. I'm not really a big fan of the small.
Give me it. I want it.
The small phone. I really like the big one. I had a 7 Plus before this, and I really like the big phones. But because I'm a photographer, I have to have the Pro with the cameras. That's why I went with that. And I always use a super low profile case. It's what I've been using for the last probably 8 years that I've had an iPhone. I've always had a super low profile black case, and couldn't live without my pop socket. I don't know what I would do without it.
I want to trade phones. So my background is the beach. We've been there for my birthday, and it was really fun, and I got to do a lot of fun stuff. My grandparents came, my uncle came. It was a lot of fun. So this reminds me of my birthday party.
Oh, so that's why you like it.
Yeah.
We went to the Destin area. It's actually Santa Rosa or Seagrove Beach over the summer, and I'll link that that vlog in this video. But we the water there was so pretty, and it actually looked like this, didn't it? It actually looked just like that. I got a drone shot that looked almost just like that. Like it was absolutely gorgeous, so pretty. That's really cool. I didn't know that's why you like that.
I did.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so my background is actually a photo that I took probably
a year ago.
No, that was like 2017. We were in Disney World, and back by the railroad and Storybook Circus area. There was hardly anyone back there, and there's this really cool like garage door and wall that we try to get a picture of because it's really pretty. The colors are really pretty, and I've had this on the background of my phone since 2017. I just don't save it. I absolutely love it that much. I love the colors. I definitely love the people that are in it, and it just makes me happy. It makes me really happy.
Thank you. Whenever I'm at school, you can look on this phone. You can see me and Judah.
Yeah, it just makes me really happy to look at it, and that's why I can't change it. So let's talk about your home page.
Okay.
I mean, so your first page of apps right here. This is your first page.
So it's the stuff that you'll actually need if you're a grown up.
So you don't use it, do you?
No.
You don't use anything on here.
I only use is like FaceTime.
I did FaceTime with Face.
Sometimes I use the maps.
You use the maps?
Yeah.
When?
I use them to see like what the country is and where we are.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's good.
And I use settings, and I don't know why wallet is there, and here's another.
Yeah. So Sayla actually doesn't really use anything on her first page. Judah, back up, buddy. Doesn't use anything on her first page, second page, third page, really. She has everything on her, fifth page? That's basically all her apps that she uses.
Yeah, like I use this one and this one. I use this one.
She uses settings. You use FaceTime sometimes and
map
maps sometimes. And then
I sometimes use compass.
You sometimes use compass.
And calculator.
And the calculator, yeah, when you're doing homework. Okay. Do you ever use weather?
Kind of.
Kind of.
And then I use a lot.
And
these are my favorite.
This is the page she usually uses. We'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, so my first page of apps is mainly everything that I use every day.
You use mail a lot.
I don't really get into the widgets yet for the new iOS, and I really haven't used any of the shortcuts. So really the only widget I use is the recommended in the top left, and it just kind of picks whatever I need. Mostly used now when I get in the car and it hooks to Bluetooth, or if I put my AirPods in, it pulls up Audible, which is what I mainly have been listening to lately. I've been listening to a lot of books lately, and so anytime that Bluetooth hooks up, it knows to go straight to Audible. So that's really the cool thing about
helpful.
that. Yeah. Of course, you know all of the regular things, but Instagram being number one app there.
I can't have Instagram, and that's not fair.
No, you can't have Instagram.
Or TikTok.
Of course, we're big Disney fans, and we've spent a lot of this year at Disney World. So I have a container with all of my Disney apps in it, with the Disney World app, with the Food and Wine app, which basically tells you, it's all of the festivals really. So it tells you all of the booths and what kind of foods they have, and lets you plan it out. And then the other things that I really don't use today. This is a cool app. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is basically the what plays on the TVs. It's pretty cool. And then Simple is the bank that we use, and
Instagram.
Life-changing bank. It's an online bank, and it has all these really cool things that you can do. It really, we've been using it for about 3 years probably, and it literally changed our financial life. Of course, Messenger, so I can talk to Sayla. That's how me and Sayla talk, is Messenger.
Oh yeah.
Teams, I
don't have Messenger, not like real Messenger.
You do have text.
That one.
You do have text, but you can only text people that have iPhones.
Like you.
Yeah, so we mainly use Messenger so she can communicate with grandparents and other friends.
I have like...
It's not your turn.
I have 8.
Teams is a work app. Remind is a school app that Sayla uses for her class. Visco is, I pay for Visco. Visco is probably one of my most used apps. I edit photos and videos sometimes in Visco. I've been using Visco for a long time. As long as I've had an iPhone, I think I've been using Visco. So long time user, love it. It's to me the best photo editing app that I've ever used. Of course, Gmail, and notice that I have a lot of emails. I completely gave up on reading my all of my emails and things like that, so I just let them pile up.
Here's a fact.
The calculator that he uses is for math.
Of course.
My schoolwork. And he doesn't know the answer.
I know that that bothers Cammie a lot to
What?
see 15,000 emails, but there's nothing that I can do about it. And I've been using that email address for a long time, and it's what I use for everything, so I'm not getting rid of it. Down at the bottom, Outlook for work, and then Spotify is what we listen to. I'm talking. Spotify is what we listen to music on. We have a family Spotify account. I have one for the kids, which they use on the TVs, and one on their. Sayla has a
Kids one.
A Kids Echo in her room, and that's what it's connected to. And And then we use Cami has a Spotify account, and I have a Spotify account, and it's probably the second most used app that I have. We're always playing music, always got music going. And so that is my first page.
Okay, so the first app that I have, it's Fruit Ninja. I liked it whenever we were on the Caribbean bus, I think. We were leaving and I played it until we got there.
When we left Disney World last time on the Caribbean beach?
Yeah.
We did Magical Express?
Yeah.
Last time.
We have never done it in Magical Express.
No.
Okay. So the next one is Subway Surfers, and it's this game where this person spray paints this train and police try to get him, but he jumps on trains and stuff like that. So kids usually play this. I saw it whenever I was in church before, so I really wanted it, and now I've got it. And so the next one I have, it's Kid Messenger. You saw it on my dad's phone. It's where you can communicate with your grandparents, and whenever like you're stuck at home, you can text your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, so Messenger Kids is a side app of Facebook Messenger, and it's a kids version, and it actually has parental controls, so anybody that wants to connect with, don't let it die. Anybody that wants to connect with Selah has to go through me first, and I can pick people, and I can see what she's talking about, and I just have it has a lot of transparency built into it, and a lot of safety controls, and so that's what she uses to talk to me and Cami, and to grandparents, and to friends, and things like that.
And so the next one I have is Netflix. I love to watch Netflix whenever I'm eating. For some reason, that's my favorite thing to do.
What's your favorite show on Netflix?
Kikiwaka.
Bunk. That's what she likes to watch.
The second thing on my phone is Disney Plus. I watch Disney. The favorite thing I like to watch on Disney Plus is Jessie.
Jessie. That's kind of like Bunked, isn't it? It's another Disney show.
Yeah. And the next one I have is Emoji Blizz.
Blitz. Emoji Blitz.
It's this game where it's kind of like Candy Crush, but
Disney version.
Disney version, and you get emojis, and you get like
Daddy, hold my hand.
and then you get chests and money and stuff like that. So it's really, really, really fun.
Hold my hand, Selah.
No,
Hold my hand.
Hold his hand.
fun. And my favorite is Mario Run. I'll show you how to play it.
No, we're not going to show him how to play it.
And the next one I have is photos. Now, fun fact, Judah gets on my phone and takes pictures, and I have a million photos of
He
him.
does. Judah likes to, when you're not looking, to take your phone.
Yeah, like he did this one time in slow motion.
He likes to set it up and do stunts and
You did the hot tub
jump off of couches and do flips, and he likes to slow-mo record his face doing things like that. He's really funny,
I tricked him into
all of us have millions of photos from Judah on our phones.
Okay, and so the next one I have is Kids Spotify. It's kind of like Kids Messenger, but Spotify for kids.
So it's on there, but she doesn't really use it a lot. Spotify actually has, like regular Spotify has thing that you can turn off explicit lyrics and things like that. So I think she really uses the main Spotify on the Echo and on the TV more than she does anything. And that you can flip a switch basically and cut out anything that she doesn't, that she might not should hear. Yeah,
Forget it.
That's pretty much.
I had this reminder to ask Daddy for a snack.
So that's pretty much all she uses. We keep a pretty tight grip on her phone and what she's doing. We don't allow a lot of apps. When she comes to me, most of the time she asks for an app. We most of the time don't allow it. These are a few things, and then we go through times like 2 weeks ago. We did an entire week, or actually longer than a week, of no devices whatsoever.
It was boring.
And of course, like any kid, if I just kind of let her play on it, she will retreat into a hole and just stay on her phone all day long if I let her. She just, you know, it just fascinates her and she gets lost in it. So we actively try to work against that, but at the same time, we're on our phones a lot, and so it's kind of hard to not tell the kids they can't be on them. So when we are doing periods of low use, like 2 weeks ago, we all kind of try to stay off our phones.
What?
But that is Sayla's iPhone. Okay, for my second page of apps, I recently did this. I used to be a person that had like 10, 11, 12, 13 pages of apps. And I would just scroll through them, and I had a page for my photography, and I had a page for games, and I had a page for, and then they would all just kind of get mixed up after a while. But recently when I got this phone, so I went through and made containers for everything and put them in order. I spent a lot of time doing this, and it's been helpful to keep from having a million pages. And actually now I use the app library a lot, you know, for things. And I use search a lot. So a lot of times I really don't have to find things. I'll just pull down and search for it. The things that I use the most on this page is, of course, YouTube. I use the YouTube Studio a lot to do thumbnails and things like that.
Nails.
I don't really play a lot of games. I go through periods where I play a lot of games, but right now I'm not really into games. Recently, my favorite game that I've played is Sneaky Sasquatch. If you've never played Sneaky Sasquatch, you need to go play it.
You're missing out.
It really is a really fun game. I haven't played it in a while though. My home apps, I have like my Nest Cam and my Blink Cams, and that's mainly the things I use here. We have kind of a mixed ecosystem of cameras and just basically whatever we got on sale. Really, the next thing I use is food. I'm a big user of mobile orders. I use Sonic a lot. Like, I'm sure that people at Sonic,
a lot of big
Sonic knows us. I drink a lot of big sweet teas from there, which I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when Sayla gets out of school and she made a good grade, we'll stop at Sonic and get her an ice cream or something like that. And I can order while I'm in line at school and then, you know, just go pick it up. I try to put all of my native iPhone apps in containers, and so I have this native apps and the extras in the top left that basically has all of the native iPhone apps, which I don't use much. My photo and video, I have them all here. I mainly use Visco, and which I keep on my front page because I use it the most. I also use Spark Post a lot, especially for making video thumbnails and things like that. It's just really easy. It's a really easy way to make all of your thumbnails, and it's so simple and it makes things look really good. The Walgreens and the Naturally Slim, I'm in the Naturally Slim program right now, which I need to do better at. I started at the wrong time of year though. And then all of these apps, I just haven't put them in containers yet because I'm being lazy. Yeah, so I really don't use these apps. Me and Sayla scroll through TikTok every once in a while when I'm feeling brave enough and fast enough to catch it before something bad comes on. That's pretty much it for my iPhone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let me do it.
Thanks for watching. That was our What's on Our iPhone Father-Daughter Christmas edition.
Let the professional do it.
Let the professional do it? Yeah.
I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot our advent calendar. Let me do it. We're doing number 8. So Joseph went to town of David because he was from the family of David. Joseph arrived straight with Mary. Luke 2:4-5.
2:4-5. Yeah.
Well, I almost forgot the advent calendar. I almost did. So I'm glad I didn't. Well, we'll see you next time. I hope you liked it. Bye.